China is undertaking the construction of the planet's most extensive water diversion initiative, a bold endeavor that directly challenges the forces of nature. Spanning numerous kilometers, this ambitious project involves the creation of artificial canals, aqueducts, and tunnels that traverse literal mountainous terrain. The primary goal is to transport fresh water to the arid urban hubs in the northern regions, where industrial populations thrive. In this video, we will delve deeper into China's contentious south-to-north water transfer project, providing a more comprehensive analysis of its various aspects. Our exploration will encompass its financial ramifications, the fundamental driving forces behind its execution, and an evaluation of its potential effects, whether advantageous or detrimental, on the Chinese population. Over the course of history, China's geographical characteristics have provided both benefits and obstacles. The enduring existence of human civilizations over countless centuries in the eastern areas owes a great deal to the intricate network of the Yangtze and Yellow River systems, which wind their way from the western origins to the eastern stretches. Blessed with fertile floodplains that remain luxuriant throughout a significant portion of the year, this terrain has played a pivotal role in enabling the gradual and sustained expansion of China's population over the course of history. Notably, the expanse of the Yellow River Valley stands as one of the most extensive and consistently cultivated tracts of arable land on the global stage. In sharp contrast, the northern and far western reaches of the nation present a distinctly different panorama. Extending from the arid stretches of the Tola, Makan, and Gobi deserts in the northern quadrant to the imposing and majestic heights of the Himalayas and the vast Tibetan Plateau, these regions are marked by either aridity or the formidable presence of rugged mountainous terrain. The vast northwestern expanse of China stands as a region of sparse habitation, marked by its unsuitability for widespread farming activities. This stark contrast is evident when compared to the densely populated eastern counterpart, where an overwhelming 94% of the nation's population resides. This demographic division, symbolized by an imaginary line, underscores China's historical focus on its populous eastern cities like Beijing, which have been hubs of trade, agriculture, and populace. Nevertheless, China's rapid mid-20th century growth brought unprecedented population and prosperity, revealing challenges in accessing essential resources like water in the north. Urbanization and industrialization strained the limited groundwater relied upon by cities like Beijing, while the expanding Gobi Desert and escalating sandstorms aggravated the issue. Recently, a severe sandstorm has afflicted over 409 million people in China, reflecting the highest sandstorm frequency in a decade for northern China. Every year, an area equivalent to 3,600 square kilometers, approximately double the size of Luxembourg, falls victim to desertification, a process wherein grasslands are overtaken by desert due to human factors like deforestation, shifting climate, and the depletion of underground water sources. By the early 1950s, the looming water scarcity crisis in northern China, aggravated by urban growth and diminishing water reservoirs, prompted Mao Zedong, the founder of the People's Republic of China, to propose the audacious idea of transferring water from the water-rich south to the arid north, encapsulated in his statement, "Water is abundant in the south, scarce in the north. If possible, it would be fine to borrow a little." In 2002, 5 decades later, Mao's visionary idea gained official endorsement from China's State Council after years of meticulous planning and research, leading to the inception of the South-North Water Transfer Project. This ambitious endeavor aimed to establish an intricate network of aqueducts, tunnels, reservoirs, and dams, connecting the water-rich south with the water-deficient north. The project featured 3 key canal systems: the eastern, central, and western routes. Originating near Yangzhou, the eastern route employed a substantial but aging pumping station to drive water into the Jinghan Grand Canal, the world's longest artificial waterway, passing through an underground tunnel beneath the Yellow River and an aqueduct towards Keji, a coastal city bordering the capital, Beijing. Stretching over 1,100 kilometers, the eastern route stands as a remarkable testament to construction and engineering prowess. Commencing in 2002 and originally slated for water delivery by 2013, the South-North Water Transfer Project encountered significant construction setbacks, extending the timeline by more than 4 years. By 2017, a notable achievement was realized as fresh water finally reached Tianjin, furnishing around 1 billion cubic meters of annual water supply and directly benefiting approximately 10 million urban residents. Unlike the straightforward eastern route, the central route's lack of existing water conduits led to greater complexity. Starting at the Danja Reservoir, this segment required raising the Danja Dam by up to 15 meters to facilitate natural downstream flow through canals and aqueducts, albeit triggering the relocation of over 300,000 individuals. The central route, comprising engineered canals and aqueducts, effectively established an elevated and subterranean water passage spanning the Chinese Central Plain, highlighted by the extensive 12-kilometer Shahe Aqueduct over the Shahe River. The central route, spanning over 1,200 kilometers and completed in 2014, concludes at Beijing. However, its execution diverted about one-third of the Han River's flow, impacting freshwater availability. Addressing this, the Chinese government unveiled plans in July 2022 for a groundbreaking subterranean tunnel, projected to be the longest and deepest artificial waterway, connecting the Three Gorges Dam to the Han River, and eventually merging with the central route. Set to be completed at an undisclosed future date, this tunnel aims to alleviate water supply challenges. By 2030, the central route's objective is to transport around 12 cubic kilometers of water annually, a substantial portion of the Three Gorges Reservoir's capacity. In contrast, the western route of the South-North Water Transfer Project, currently in the planning phase, presents a complex challenge, envisioning a network of waterways and tunnels navigating the formidable Qinghai-Tibet Plateau, situated 3 to 5 kilometers above sea level, to connect the Yangtze and Yellow Rivers, although its implementation timeline remains uncertain. Undertaking the western route proves exceptionally daunting due to challenging topography and climate, compounded by the necessity of reshaping mountains for passage through rugged terrain, with a projected completion around 2050. Potentially benefiting almost 100 million people. Contemplations about diverting water from cross-border rivers like the Brahmaputra and Mekong, though unofficial, raise concerns, notably from India, regarding China's influence over river flows. While the South-North Water Transfer Project is celebrated for benefiting around 140 million Chinese citizens in water-scarce areas, differing perspectives emerge within local and provincial Chinese governments. Upstream provinces like Sichuan and Hubei oppose diverting the Yangtze's flow north, fearing repercussions for water security and their hydropower sector. While western provinces such as Gansu and Qinghai anticipate socioeconomic and agricultural benefits from the western route, the South-North Water Transfer Project has elicited significant concerns from environmentalists locally and globally. This expansive network of artificial waterways disrupts China's natural river flow, leading to the disappearance of 600 rivers, contamination with industrial waste and sewage, and the inadvertent transformation of these canals into dumping sites for trash. The central route's alteration of the Yangtze River's flow by up to 36% has raised worries about potential seawater backflow from the Yellow Sea affecting the water supplies of coastal Chinese cities, illustrating the complex environmental implications of this massive undertaking. Should the Yangtze River's diminished flow, caused by increasing water diversion into artificial waterways, persist, the encroachment of salt water from the Yellow Sea could extend deep inland, potentially reaching areas along the man-made canals. This alarming scenario could precipitate a nationwide water crisis. Another pivotal environmental apprehension, which has notably contributed to the prolonged planning stage of the western route, revolves around this specific concern. The formal blueprint for the western route entails the development of tunnels traversing highly rugged terrain in China. Building this route poses a risk of instigating landslides and causing environmental harm to indigenous plant and animal life. Furthermore, the seismically active nature of the Qinghai-Tibet Plateau compounds the challenges associated with the construction of this route. Building a crucial mega-project in this region could entail substantial financial implications for the Chinese government, potentially reaching billions of dollars, particularly in the event of a significant earthquake. Presently, the South-North Water Transfer Project has successfully accomplished 2 of its 3 envisioned routes, with the entire endeavor estimated to carry a price tag of approximately $62 billion. The projected expense doesn't even encompass the extensive financial commitment that the Chinese government would soon need to shoulder for the continuous maintenance of the vast infrastructure comprising more than 3,000 kilometers of canals, aqueducts, dams, tunnels, and reservoirs. While the financial burden is substantial, the project's original aim of supplying clean water to China's northern areas remains partially unfulfilled. What are your opinions regarding the South-North Water Transfer Project? Do you believe that the advantages of the project surpass its environmental drawbacks? Is it advisable to proceed with the construction of the Western Route? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section. Your engagement is appreciated. Stay tuned for more content in our upcoming video.